Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. My videos are about love, infinity, creation, uh, energy, because we're infinite energy, we're infinite love, we're infinite creation. I always refer to these, and I always want to make emphasis on that because this is who we are. We're a benevolent species, we're a heart-based species, we're a love-based species, we're a heartful species. The human race is an incredible race. See, we are an amazing species. This is who we are, this is our nature. I love you all with all my heart, with all my might because of this very notion, because I understand that we are infinite light, infinite energy, infinite creation. We're light spherical beings. And this is the case because of the human heartbeat. You see, the human heartbeat is a biological creator. He has created us. We exist because of this, because of the human heartbeat. The human heart gives us life. The primordial instinct to exist at a biological scale as a human is because of the human heartbeat. It generates this electromagnetic field of life, of creation. It's a beautiful thing. And it generates, powers the human body so we can be conscious and self-aware. We have a brain which has its own electromagnetic field. And then we have all these organs working in homeostasis, symbiosis is beautiful. Who we are, synergistically speaking, we are all in sync with everything because we're infinite energy. So it's the electromagnetic field of creation itself. It's the electromagnetic field of creation itself. This is who we are. And it's spherical in nature, you see. It has volume, it's a solid, it's three-dimensional because we're alive, we're biological, so it's spherical. It's beautiful, it's just electromagnetized, it's fantastic. Who we are is incredible. So, and think about it, if our primordial instinct to exist is the human heartbeat that gives us life, and we love with our hearts, right? It's the same place, we love with our hearts, so we live to love. Our instinct to live is our instinct to love because we love our creations. We make love, so we have children, so we create life. And then our instinct is to love our children, so we raise them, and then they become adults, so they themselves continue the cycle of life, the cycle of creation, the cycle of energy, which is that to create, to love, the reproduction of the species, the furthering of the species, evolutionary biology. So it's in our instinct to love because we live to love and we love to live. Why do we love to live? Because we want to have purposeful lives, meaningful lives, fulfilling life, happy lives. This is why we exist, because our heart is heart. We're heart-based species. We want to be happy. This is our nature. No one wants to be unhappy. We want to be happy. And we can be happy because we're in control. We have free will. We take action here and now. Purposeful daily action. This is what we're compass. Each of us is a compass. Each of us is a sundial. I'll touch on these two concepts of compass and sundial in a second, but I just want to emphasize who we are. We're electrical beings. We're highly energized. We're infinite eternal light. We're infinitely spherical light beings. This is who we are. Why? Because of our electromagnetic field, which powers us. We exist because of that, and it's light, it's energy itself, it's power, it's generator. It's this beautiful electromagnetism, it's polarized, it's a spherical light being. This is who we are, biologically speaking, literally. Can be measured at a lab. It can. It's simple. We have an electromagnetic field around the human body, pulse of life, the pulse of creation, generated through the heartbeat. And then we love, and love can also be measured energetically speaking. It's this frequency, this bandwidth, that waveform that can be measured with hertz, and all these different amperes and all these different things. It can be measured with tools and equipment at the lab. Love has a resonance, has a frequency, has a vibration, it has an oscillation rate. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Who we are is incredible. We're a loving species. This is our nature. We live to love, and we love to live. This is who we are. This is who we are. That's why I love you with all my heart, all my mind, because I know who we are. We're incredible species. So now let's talk a little bit more about that. Let's talk about today's video, because today's video is about, today I've been talking a lot about flow and what flow is. Been talking a lot about it today. Flow. What flow represents. So today's video, I'm just defining flow. I've spoken about what it is, but I also want to give you a definition, like something that you can relate to, that you can go to and define it. But it's much more than that. Remember, this is just the foundational info, but you can always understand what flow is. I spoke about it in the previous video. It's just love with energy, right? Electromagnetic field of creation. So with that, energy flows, and because we have a heartbeat, our heart-based species, we live through our hearts, and we love and experience biologically through our hearts, because we're alive because of the heartbeat, and we love with our hearts. So we live to love, and we love to live. It's about the flow of emotions, how we feel about them. Happy emotions, purposeful emotions, meaningful emotions, loving emotions. Those are the ones that allow us to take the right actions. We follow our hearts. We're in sync with it. So we take the right actions for our heart, for our purpose. And then that's flow. We flow with our actions because it signals. You see electrical current signaling us, strong signs. We love it, feels good, do it. Purposeful daily action. We're in flow because we're energy, we're creators. We move, we motion, we movement, we stimulation. That's who we are. Okay, so that's the basic. Biologically speaking, at a bioelectrical notion of existence, objective reality. But let's give it some color, some definition, some meaning, so you can understand it from a different point of view, a more like conceptual point of view beyond the objective reality of itself. So you can always refer to this visual on y.how/flow-definition. That's y.how/flow-definition. That's y.how/flow-definition. It's on Substack, it's on YouTube. So I'll read a few words that I've written, my notion of what the definition of flow is, but then I'll talk more about sandal and compass and put it all together. So challenges you must take to transform yourself into a meaningful journey. That's what flow is this transformation, flow. You see, we flow into this state, which is this purposeful life state. Purposeful goals, purposeful results, purposeful energy, purposeful love, purposeful everything, purposeful action, purposeful daily action, purposeful lives. Who we are, light spherical beings, benevolent species, benevolent race, heart-based race, love-based race. Our nature is to love. We live to love and we love to live. This is who we are. Okay, so challenges you must take to transform your life into a meaningful journey, a life of meaning, a journey of life, destination that's impactful, purposeful, loving. So let's define flow. Being in the zone for hours on end, feeling awesome while doing great work, losing track of time when pursuing your purpose. Losing track of time when pursuing your purpose becomes the norm. So I'll say that again. Being in the zone for hours on end, like you just acting hour after hour, you're feeling good hour after hour, taking purposeful daily action hour after hours on end. It doesn't really matter because you have the energy levels to do it. It feels good, so you're powered by your emotions, by your love, by your feelings, so you keep on going. You're in the zone, you see, you're feeling good, you're feeling happy, you're resonating with what you do. It feels good. That's what flow is, feeling good. Feeling really good, positive energies, and taking action. And the action is what makes you feel good in the first place. For example, if you like playing sport, if you like playing football, you see, you can do it hours on end if you like and work and all that because it feels good, you love it. So that's flow, that's it, in the zone. So it feels awesome, feeling awesome while doing great work. You see, whatever the work, whatever the purpose, whatever the action, feels great. So that's what flow is. Losing track of time. You lose track of time. You really time doesn't matter. You just you can just do it and 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 you just keep on doing it and it doesn't really matter. Nothing else really matters. It's just the action itself, here and now. Flow is here and now. It happens here and now. It's all we have here and now. The present moment. And then, losing track of time when pursuing your purpose becomes the norm. You see, you lose track of time when pursuing your purpose. That's the norm. Time ceases to exist from a traditional motion of time, tracking and measurement. That just goes away. Even though it's something that we all agree on, is the relativity of time. We measure it because there's, previous events and future events, and we are in motion, we flow, we move here and now. It's always in constant movement. We measure it and we develop systems that we all kind of come to terms with and we all agree with. But beyond that notion of what we do, scheduling and all these different things, which is part of life, that notion itself of time, the actual tracking of it, the motion of it, the measurement of it, we don't think about it. We just don't engage with it because we're in the moment, in the present moment, here and now. That's where we are. And by being in that moment, by being in the present moment, here and now, we're in flow with our actions, purposeful daily action, being in the zone for hours on end. You see, still hours, we measure it, but we don't think about it because we're in flow. So we don't think about, okay, I'm in flow, so what's the time? No. How many minutes have it passed? I'm feeling so good. I want to track every second of my experience. There's just opposite concepts. So flow is exactly about relaxation from that point of view. You don't think about these things. You only do. You do the action. You take you're focused on the moment, in the present moment. You're focused on the action, mind energy, focused on daily action. So your true self taps in and guides daily action. That's why you lose perception of time, because you're not thinking about time. You're not thinking about that notion. You're thinking about the action itself. That's all you're thinking about, the action, what you're doing. So your body, your energy, your body energy takes action. Your heart energy resonates with daily action. You love the activity, right? You're loving it. It feels great. It feels awesome. So your mind energy is focused on the activity because it's awesome and it feels great. So then all this creativity, all this imagination, all this house happen. As a result, so your true self can be channeled, can be manifested. Your true self energy guides the whole activity, the whole action. So if you want to understand it from a biological point of view, like technically speaking, when you're in flow, your prefrontal lobe, your cortex, it gets shut down, so you don't experience time. You lose notion of what time is, that notion of tracking and measuring, because of the brain waves you engage with, which are different frequencies, different vibrations that your brain, which has its own electromagnetic field. Remember, we're all electrical, enters different states of frequency. And because of that, it kind of shuts down the prefrontal cortex, which is what measures time and tracks things, like what makes us super rational and logical. So all that logic, all that rationality goes away. It gets shut down. So we don't measure things in the traditional way. We don't track time. We just focus on the moment. In the present moment, you see, that's where we are, here and now. Flow, we're in flow. So that's what it is. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So it becomes a norm. When you're in flow, you're focused, you lose track of time. And you're in the zone for hours on end. It doesn't really matter. And you feel awesome. You're doing great work. You see, you love what you do. You follow your heart. It's very simple, these notions. Flow is a very simple notion. It's because we're energy, we're motion, we're movement, we're stimulation. That's how we manifest it, through action. So we do what we love, essentially. We live to love and we love to live. So we live to love and we love to live. That's exactly what we do. So we love in what we do, our purpose, our purposeful lives, our purposeful goals, purposeful results, purposeful energy, purposeful everything, purposeful love. It's all about that, love and creating and feeling good. That's what flow is, exactly that. And when you do that, you challenge yourself, synchronicity, all sorts of signs and signals start to happen. You're on track, you see, you're on the journey of life, meaningful journey. You're on the path, you're on the way. You are on course, on true north, your compass. You're headed towards your destination. You're in synchronicity, you're in flow with reality. You're creating, you're manifesting your reality with your actions, your purpose. You get the answers that you're seeking, right? Why? How? Why? Take action. How? You get the answer. You flow. Synchronicity. It just happens. It's beautiful. We flow with everything. In your energy, we're like spherical beings. This is who we are. We're one with flow. And I always say that. We're one with flow. We've flown. We're one with it. In the moment, we're one with flow. We're just there. We're doing it. Nothing else matters. It's just we're one with it. One with flow. One with creation. It's just beautiful. One with infinity, It's no thinking. You don't think, when you're doing something amazing, you're not thinking, oh, this is amazing, I feel great sometimes. But like when you're in the moment of creating, doing the thing, you don't think about these things. Right now, I'm in flow, for example. I'm flowing, you see? I'm not thinking about what I'm going to say. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just in flow. I'm talking. I'm reading, obviously, because this is all my writings, written texts. So, but it doesn't really matter because I'm still like in the moment, just in the moment. I'm talking about it. I'm flowing with it. I'm one with flow. You're free. You free. You see, like free will, we're free. Energy is free. It moves. See, we have this absolute freedom. And there's no worries. You see, I'm not worried. I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm very happy because I'm in flow. I'm telling you my life. This is my life. I'm sharing with you my life, but my life based on objective reality, principles that are generic and applicable to all human beings. So we all sundials, we all compasses. And then you focus on what's in front of you here and now. That's all it is. The focus is on what's in front of you, what you're doing, the activity, the task, the purpose, the action. You're not nothing else. You see, if you're, say for example, if you're doing the dishes, you're just doing the dishes. and you see flows, you get them done and you didn't lose track of time. Boom. And then all these activities, all this flow happens as a result of it, because you just enter. And then the purposeful life, I always talk about purposeful life and peak experience and what that represents and what it is. I say that it's the pinnacle of life. Purposeful life is the pinnacle of life. Peak experience is having this amazing lifestyle full of purposeful results, purposeful goals, purposeful energy, purposeful love. It's so purposeful. Your life is beautiful. It's full of action, full of meaning. You're in control of your life. You're in flow. When you're in that state, you're always in flow. Always. Your whole day, you're in flow. Your whole day, you're in flow. The whole day. Because you're taking action daily. This is who you are. It's your life. It's a purposeful life. It's a life of meaning, a life of action. So you're always one with flow, one with energy, one with creation. Your true self energy is channel guiding your daily action all the time. You follow your heart. You're feeling good about it. And the reason why you're always in flow is because you want to feel good all the time. As simple as that. We as humans, that's why purposeful life is the pinnacle, because you are always feeling good. Even if negativity happens and events happen and things that are not outside your control happens, fantasies, illusions, mediums and media rendering these fantasies, projecting them, casting them. If all these things happen outside your control, you're still in control because it's your focus, it's your life. They not resonate with you, the outside, that spectrum, because your electromagnetic field, your field of resonance, your field of creation is focused on the motion of now, what matters, your flow, your purpose. One with flow. You see, you're free, no worries. Who cares? I don't care. Who cares? And if something that happens to you outside your control, an event that is happening to you, something that you can control your emotional state. You can control your action because you have free will. You high vibration, love, energy. So whatever it is, you're in control. You just deal with it, go through the motions, and that's it. Because you're focused on what's in front of you here and now. And that keeps you in flow. It's a beautiful notion, flow. It's amazing. That's why it's the sixth primary element of compass, because it's true. It's actually a thing. We're energy, and energy flows, and we have beings, so we have emotions, so we flow with our emotions and our feelings. So that's just the way it is and the way it would always be. And as we always move forward, into time and life, time and energy, the third primary element of compass, then those things continue to happen, and then you learn, you synchronicity, you challenge yourself, you push the limits, and you're transforming into a life of meaningful, and into a life, your challenges you must take to transform your life into a meaningful journey. So then everything pays off, everything is worth it. All the things that you've been through, all the negativity, all the experiences that shaped you, your identity and true self, the first primary element of compass, it was worth it. All these things that happened, they happened because it shaped you into who you are, understanding who you are, allowing yourself. So that's just all connected. It's just the way it is and the way it would always be. It will never change. This is who we are. This is our very own nature. We're a heart-based species. We're a benevolent race because we love with our hearts, and our hearts give us life in the first place. It's a primordial instinct, the heartbeat. So we can live, and then we love. Because we love with our hearts comes from the same place. Life and love come from the same place, the human heart. So I'll read that because I wrote it down and I really like it. So I'm going to read it to you. Energy is creation and creation is life. Love is creation. We love our creation, right? But why? Love is life. Life and love come from the same place, the human heart. Life is creation and creation is energy, and love is the energy of creation. You see? So we live to love and we love to live, essentially. We live to love and we love to live. Purposeful lives, right? So that's all it is. So this is today's video. And I mentioned compass, but let me just talk a little bit about sundial. And then we finish it there. And that's why sundial is so important, because remember, we have an electromagnetic field. The sun has an electromagnetic field. The earth has an electromagnetic field. And obviously, sundial is that, understanding that the creator itself at an astronomical scale is the sun. The sun created the conditions on earth to exist, so the earth can have its own electromagnetic field and create the conditions biologically, so us exist, biologically speaking, with our own electromagnetic field. It's all the spherical light being. This is who we are. because of the nature of infinity, the pattern structure, the organizing agent of creation, the structure of it itself, the organizing agent of life, creation is spherical in nature. Electromagnetism is spherical, is polarized, is conscious and self-aware at different scales of creation, because energy is that, is creation, creates life, us. So the electromagnetic field of the sun gets in sync with the electromagnetic field of the human body, the human heart, the human mind, the brain. And that's called opening the portal. When we stare at the sun, we open our eyes, we open our mind, we open our heart, we stare at the sun, we open the portal. And when we open the portal, then we build the bridge, which is our electromagnetic field, our heart's electromagnetic field, our brain's electromagnetic field get in sync with the electromagnetic field of the heart, of the sun, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation of our life, with the pulse of life and the pulse of creation of the sun itself. Our electromagnetic fields get in sync, pairment. They get paired, and this is called building the bridge. So we build the bridge, and it's called quantum entanglement. You see, it's this bidirectional, infinite feedback loop mechanism, sending and receiving information, because light, infinity itself, comes through our eyes, through the iris, and hits us right in the brain, supercharges our brains, supercharges our hearts. And our brain cells have, each of them has the genetic code in them, DNA. So those are heart cells. So what does that do? It supercharges our brain, so the synapse and all this current supercharges the DNA structure, the molecule. So if it's a brain, the purpose for the brain in a way is to have visions of our future self. So we make that happen through daily action and true self and free will, purposeful daily action. We choose, we're self-aware and conscious. Remember, we're alive. So, and then obviously, what is the other function of the brain? Well, to imagine, to create. So ideas. So we have better ideas, so we can create our whys, our hows, our purpose, right? Our action, why, how. The fifth primary element of compass. It's all coming together beautifully. It's natural. And then, of course, the heart cell, right? It has its own genetic structure, DNA, purposefully designed to support the heart. So the heart does its thing, the heartbeat, and the love, and the resonance that comes as a result. So we are supercharging our hearts as well, so we can have a stronger heartbeat, stronger resonance field, a stronger love for ourselves. And what does that do? This electromagnetic field of creation, what does it do? What does it do? Well, it has an impact, a resonance, a field, vibration and frequency, and it creates with a love, with our actions. It powers the human body, so we take action, and then the love behind our actions resonates with our daily action, and then the human mind, right? The mind energy focused on daily action. So we have this generation of ideas and power of creation and infinity, and the true self energy guides the whole thing. Our true self, our identity, our free will manifests because we're in sync with the creator itself, energy itself, and then we take the actions that we are to take. If it's fantasies and illusions being rendered through mediums and media in our control or outside our control, we shatter them because we have this vibration. We shatter them, we disintegrate them with our field of creation, love. If we love them, we heal, recover, have the energy, keep on taking action. If it's outside our control, we ignore it. It doesn't resonate with us. It's lower frequency. We in flow, in one with flow. So that's all it is. I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. Remember who we are. We're a benevolent species. We're a heartful species. We're the human race. This is who we are. This is our nature. Love comes from the heart, and the heart gives us life. So we live to love, and we love to live. I'm going to take that down because it's beautiful. Love comes from the heart, and the heart gives us life, right? So I don't know. Oh, hey, let me just quickly go and get a pen. So that's what it is. So it's love comes from the heart, and the heart gives us life. You see, it's who we are. It's beautiful. See, it flows right there. I had an idea, I made a comment, flow. I wasn't thinking, I just said it, and it's a good idea, so I wrote it down. Creation right there, and now you know it, and I'm going to use it in my writings and my information. You see, right there, one with flow. So all for you to witness. Love comes from the heart, and heart gives us life, and the heart gives us life. And this applies to everyone. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my mind. Remember who we are. We're the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. Mother Earth. Earth is our mother. The Mother Earth created us in the first place, biologically speaking, the atmosphere, the support systems, all these. And we have created the Republic of Planet Earth for that very reason, because we're the leaders of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the defenders of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the citizens. The citizenry. This is who we are. Us humans, all of us. We all have a heartbeat. Electromagnetic field. We all creators. Infinite eternal creators, we're infinite eternal compasses, we're infinite eternal sundials. This is who we are. We're here to create purposeful lives, because this is why we're here. This is what the Republic is all about. It's us creating and moving forward into existence, infinity, and eternity, because this is who we are. We're infinite. Infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. Love you all.